Mingxiao lantern construct?
Good to see you two. The Mingxiao lantern is coming along smoothly, thank you. The project should be completed in a few days. Plostrite is the main component of any Mingxiao lantern. Most of the donations we get from the city folk are either more. A lot of them carve their heart's desires onto the Plostrite they donate, as a prayer for good fortune and other.
Paimon wants some good fortune too. Let's find some Plostrite.
Since you seem so eager to donate, how about you keep your eyes open for less? One is called azurite. It is occasionally found in the... When azurite gets caught in the roots of ordinary vegetation, it sometimes produces bloating. The other one is called vermilionite, which is extremely dangerous as far as most people are concerned. In Guili Plains, old ruin hunters who have lost the power of flight use vermilionite to keep themselves airborne. It's a tall order, but I'm sure you can manage.
Need my help as usual?
Solidify! Order guide you!
Let me weave you a verse. Time to act. Huh?
Look at you, Boozound!
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
Pew-pew!
Solidify!
Rain outlines your fate.
This is order.
Rain outlines your fate. sword.
Wanya, we're back with a fresh supply of azurite and vermilionite.
I knew I could count on you. Let me see. Yep, without a doubt, these are azurite and vermilionite. But don't you want to make your wishes? You brought back just enough materials for both of you. Come on, get...
Done. Paimon prays for a bottomless stomach to eat more delicacies with. And you? Let Paimon see. Huh? Well, that doesn't sound like something. So you made a wish for him instead. Don't you worry. Paimon will help you find him, and we'll spend the next lantern rite together. Then we'll release a gazillion shell lanterns to make up for all those wishes you've never had a chance to make.
If you're done with your carvings, you can hand over your azurite and vermilionite to me.
Miss Wangya.
Well, hello, Chang Chang. What's up, little missy? Can't find your granddad?
Granddad said he's busy and I should go play on my own. I want to make a shell lantern, but I don't know how. Miss Wangya, could you help me make a shell lantern?
Sure thing, but promise me that you'll go back home as soon as we're done playing. With so many people at the festival, your granddad will be worried sick if you stay out too long.
Thank you, Miss Wangya. I'll be a good girl. I promise.
I certainly do. That's how I made my first Mora, helping visitors make shell lanterns by the docks. Ah, good times. I should really stay here to keep an eye on the girl. Hey, could I bother you to go to the construction site at the dock and gather some building materials? Great, thanks.
Now, isn't this lively?
On the rocks.
Lantern Rite Special Grilled Pike.
Look over there. That guy's acting very suspicious. Don't you think?
Hey, what you doing? What you staring at me like that for? Get gone! All right. If you all won't get gone, I'm just gonna get going myself.
Wow. Paimon thought he might be a shady character? Then he opened his mouth and now Paimon's sure of it. He must have been up to something when he was crouching down on the ground, because as soon as he saw us approaching, he stood up and acted all innocent. Paimon has a bad feel. What could he be up to? Let's investigate. Well, this area is full of construction supplies for the Mingqiao lantern. Paper, oil, wood. All highly flammable materials! On the last day of the lantern rite, huge crowds come out to watch the Mingqiao lantern being released. It can't be a good sign if there's a suspicious character lurking around somewhere so dangerous. If he's been tampering with the stockpile of lantern supply, let's get the materials we came for first. We can tell Wangya about this because everyone in Liyue has... Oh, fine. There's so many delicacies in Liyue Harbor. Matsutake meat rolls, mora meat, almond tofu. That should be enough. Let's get back to Wangya.
Did you get the materials? Ah, yes, these will do. Let me make a shell lantern for Ching Ching.
We saw a shady character skulking around the highly flammable materials at the construction site. He looked like he was up to no good.
I see. Okay, please inform the Ministry of Civil Affairs about what you saw. I'll talk to Jingming. With so many people visiting for the lantern rite, we can't afford to ignore them.
Miss Wangya, is something bad gonna happen at the lantern run?
Not to a darling little angel like you, Chang Chang. Come on now, good girl. Head back to your granddad and...
Pew pew!
Halt! This is the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yeah! We saw a shady-looking guy snooping around near the stockpile of highly flammable Mingxiao lantern supply. We must defend the grilled tigerfish food stall at all costs!
Goodness. This is a serious matter indeed.
Exactly what Paimon thought! Liyue Harbor's cuisine is the heart and soul of the city!
It seems we disagree on where the seriousness of the matter lies. But rest easy. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has assigned a specialist to keep the lantern rite safe. I will inform him of this matter and order him to step up vigilance in due course.
In due course? This is serious! Why not get your butt over there and—
I wish I could, but he's yet to return. He's taken a small team to Guili Plains. Huh? But you're a traveler, aren't you? You've come all this way for the lantern rite, and yet you are willing to lend a hand?
Our pleasure!
Really? Huh. Then we are indebted to you. Ah, yes. No commission should go unpaid. I will take care of the compensation. Again, thank you both.
But you didn't let me finish.
It's a hilly blockade! There's so many of them. Why would they gather together like this? We can't let them get away with being a menace to the people here. Let's show them what we've got.
I let my guard down. Huh? Rain cutter. Not good.
Stabilize!
No, my sword. me in mind. No, my sword!
Order guide you.
Rain cutter! Rain outlines your fate.
Who? Oh. Thank you. If it weren't for your help, today I'm in charge of keeping the Lantern Rite safe. I encountered one during my patrol. Just once we got here, we decided to split up. The thief seems to have made a clean getaway, and I sure didn't bank on these monsters being here. I was just assessing whether it would be better to send... And thank goodness. I don't know how long it would have taken. Well, I need to get back to looking for that thief. But thanks for your help. Until next time.
Wait a second.
Oh, is there something else? Another one? It's interminable. Right. When I get back, I'll get the other troops to be extra vigilant in the area. In the middle of the festival, too. What are they up to?
Do you get the feeling? Paimon thinks so too. The locals must take all their tasty treats for granted by now. But for a poor traveler, all alone out. For you, the Lantern Rite is the So let's go back to the plate. Paimon hears from patrol officers that that's why there's no time. Aha! Knew it! Wait! There's another person!
What are you doing here?
Huh? Xiao, are you here for the festival?
I have no interest in Lantern Rite. I sensed a malign influence here. I'm here to investigate. When a shackle is loosened in the realms of deities and demons, I take full responsibility. But this time, the threat comes from the mortal world. Your world. Thus, when the time comes, I hope you shall act promptly and decisively. I do not wish for the tassel of the polearm that has slaughtered countless demons to become stained with mortal blood.
What's this?
A symbol that your suspected evildoer left behind.
Doesn't look familiar.
Well, you will have to show me how much you can accomplish on your own strength. Because if I become involved, there is a possibility that the streets of Liyue are...
Well, that sounds terrible. Let's not be impulsive. The one the suspected criminal left behind. Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that Kaya will know something about...
Well, well. Long time no see.
Kaya! We went to the lantern, right? And
Ah, well. How was it? Fun?
delicious.
Well then, you ought to be looking forward to Mondstadt's Ludi Harpastum. I'm sure it will be to your liking.
Right. Kaya, there's something we need to tell you about.
Lantern supplies. Stockpile of wood, paper, and oil. At the very least, it sounds like an accident waiting to happen. How very amusing. What makes you think I would recognize this symbol?
Oh, that about something.
I'm flattered. But don't you think you might be overestimating me?
There it is!
My goodness. Your stay in Liyue seems to have sharpened your wit and broadened your vocabulary. Anyway, I digress. This is the symbol of the cross-border criminal organization you know as the Treasure Hoarders. If you are curious to know more, I can put you in touch with an informant on the inside.
Didn't you just say the Knights of Favonius don't—
This is my own personal informant. Nothing to do with the Knights of Favonius. A little later, make your way over to Windrise. I'll arrange for the informant to meet you there.
Thanks, Kaya!
Oh, and remember, wine begets...
Huh?
Huh?
Hey! You're the guy, right?
Informant? Not me.
But this is the place we agreed upon, and you're the only other one here.
Place we agreed upon? I know nothing.
Stop being so annoying.
Okay, yeah, it's me.
How was any of that even slightly?
What do you want to know about?
Here's the
Okay, I see.
So, what can you tell us as an insider?
I do not think this is the work of the Treasure Hoarders. The reason the Treasure Hoarders are able to sustain a giant cross-border operation is because they abide by one fundamental principle. Caution. Softly, catchy monkey is the name of the game for them. By contrast, the idea of taking huge risks to try and make a fortune is utter folly in their eyes. Liyue has the Adepti looking after it, doesn't it? And they're especially active during the Lantern Rite. There's just no way that we, Also, the Treasure Hoarders organization in Liyue recently received an anonymous letter.
Why would someone send them an anonymous letter? Trying to frame them, perhaps?
Nobody knows. But what I can tell you is which branch of the Treasure Hoarders has the letter in their possession. There. I've marked their location on the map for you.
Great! Well, Paimon thinks this was productive.
If there's nothing more, I should get back to treasure hoarding.
Sorry, pal, wrong way. Wherever you think...
But isn't that the way to Liyue Harbor?
Right. Here is nowhere. So the other way is Liyue Harbor.
If you're looking for somewhere to stay, I suggest you go to the Wangshu Inn. Fair prices, great...
How do you know about the letter?
One of Liyue's Adepti told us about it.
Did they now? I somehow doubt that.
You should not doubt it. It was I who sent them to investigate. Any further questioning, you may direct to me.
Did you just appear out of thin air?
You're the vigilant Yaksha!
Hey! Watch your tone of voice! Or do you seriously want to pick a fight with an Adeptus?
Okay, it's not that we don't believe you're an Adeptus. It's just... everyone needs to look at the bigger picture here.
As you well know, we treasure hoarders are no serious threat to anyone. We're petty criminals, that's all.
So, if you are truly an Adeptus, please show us some mercy, would you?
Of course. If it turns out you're not a real Adeptus...
Then please, don't blame our weapons for treating everyone equal.
Boring! Boring!
Please, my heroic friend and Adeptus buddy.
The letter is drivel anyway. It's not worth an armed conflict. Just...
How about that? Let's see what they wrote.
I see. Then let us send these two to the meeting. The sender may be plotting something truly diabolical for the Lantern Rite. It seems they want to burn down the entire city.
Great, everyone's happy. You're good, we're good.
These two, they don't look anything like us.
It'll be fine. When we're in disguise, no one will be the wiser.
It still seems like a long shot to me, but with the help of an Adeptus...
Well, the safety of Liyue is in your hands now. Good luck. Even
then it is settled. What is it? Huh? I am not partial to crowded areas. When this matter is resolved, come to Wangshu Inn. In previous years, the Mingxiao lantern has been visible even from there.
He's vanished! But the time mentioned in the letter, that's it, eh? Come on, let's go to the meeting place. Paimon wonders what the sender...
All right. You folks from the treasure hoarders, yeah? But it seems you didn't all get the memo.
Well, guess what? Really? I was in the middle of my speech and everything!
Wait a second now. You folks ain't no treasure hoarders. What game are you two
Let me weave you a verse.
Okay.
Give up now, or feel the wrath of my Paimon!
I'm just a lowly apprentice thief who really looks up to the treasure hoarders.
An apprentice thief?
Yeah, for a greenhorn like me, especially working on my own.
Wait a second.
So, I thought I'd try and set up some sort of lucrative
Wait a second. None of this is making... Paimon was expecting a serial arsonist.
Arson? What the heck are you...
Don't pretend. Paimon's seen you loitering around piles of highly flammable material.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But my plan ain't got nothing to do with those lantern construction materials.
Are you serious?
Well, I just wanted to nab me the biggest chunk of plaustrite in 20 years is all. I was gonna wait till nightfall, chop off...
Oh.
Then, all I'd have to do is find some way or another of bringing it down, so I could hide it underwater in the shallows.
For a perfect crime, it sure has a lot of holes. For example...
I was still in the process of figuring out the details, hence why I hadn't made my move yet.
This guy is an imbecile. Okay, let's teach him a lesson. Now that the Millilith have gotten hold of that idiot, let's head back. We can notify the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Traveler, word spreads fast. We will keep watch over the thief. Thanks for your help. Looks like the Mingxiao lantern will be ready soon. A critical juncture. Rest easy. Word was passed up the chain. Another group of very capable troops have been... They're dressed as ordinary citizens. You wouldn't notice them in the crowd. If anyone dares make a move, they'll be on them in an instant. That's sorted then. You two get some rest, we'll take it from here. Enjoy the lantern rite in peace.
So, Paimon supposes that's taken care of then. Wait, do you remember what the Yeah, with a name like... So if it's modeled on an Adeptus, maybe Xiao would be interested this time. On the day the Mingxiao lantern is ready, we can meet him at Wangshu Inn like he suggested. Then, even though he said you can see the Mingxiao lantern from Wangshu Inn,